Hey everyone, it's LTC Missy here, and today I want to go over some other important services that you want to consider, especially the visas and also property rentals, already furnished apartments. And we know that a lot of people are looking for ways to be able to move and live elsewhere abroad, but this is the agency that I like to use, expatgroup.co, and they provide pretty much everything that you need, all the essentials. If you need to get a new passport done, of course, they got a different multiple visas that they can help out with. They can help out with property services. So if you're looking at buying a property, they can help you out with getting health insurance, getting documents notarized, translated, and the list goes on. They help out with many things here. Now, of course, since they are an agency, there is a service fee that you pay because hey, they got to make a living. But if you want to do everything the right way the first time around without having to worry about the headaches of you taking care of all the documents, understanding everything, what is that the Spanish government, I mean not Spanish government, but the Spanish-speaking government here in Colombia requires of you to have, then you can go the route of going to the SPAC group and being able to get everything done. And they just ask you for the documents, and of course, if you can have everything translated from English or whatever your native tongue is to Spanish, then it's going to be a whole lot easier for the Spanish speakers here to be able to go ahead and get the services done for you that you're seeking, right? So, when you come here, you can find out what the cost of certain visas are. So let's go over some of the popular ones. So like you got the digital nomad visa, right? So these are for the people that's looking at doing work online. You're a social media influencer and so on and so forth, right? So you can apply for what they call a visa nomad digital, which is going to be a type V visa. So you come down here, they can tell you what the requirements are. So you need a passport, you need your bank statements, you need to have a health insurance policy here in Colombia, and then to show documents for if you are a worker, if you are a co-owner, or if you're coming down to create jobs for people, okay? So you need to show all that documentation, whichever one that you fall underneath right there. And then, of course, you're going to need your visa photo. So you got multiple places that you can go to get a visa photo done. And I think they also do one for you in the office if you need to have one done in the office. So, but I just find it easy. Just go ahead and go to like one of the malls. And like Arcadia, they have a place. I think in Viva, which is the big mall in Envigado, they got a place. And then you got some other photo places around the city that you can go to and get a passport or visa photo done. Okay, it's very inexpensive to get done, and they give you 2 copies of the photo, or is it 4? Can't remember. So it depends on the place, I guess. Like, some places will give you 4 copies, the other places will give you just 2 or 3. But anyways, they gonna the SPAC Group's agency, they're gonna need 2 copies anyway, just in case they lose one. They got another one to fall back on, and then when they of course things can happen when they send the documents off and everything like that to Bogota to get everything done for you. But anyways, you come down further and you can see that this visa lasts for 2 years. And so this right here is these visas don't allow work or development activity for a person who's working for the government, the Colombian government. Okay, so you do get benefits with this, which you can get like health insurance and probably some other things as well if you try to go the route of like maybe even buying a property, even renting, paying for a car, which they got a lease program here for a car, which is renting.com. I use them as well, and I recently finished up my payments with them last year. I had the car for 3 years, didn't have any issues with them. Every time I needed done with maintenance, I was able to get the appointments done right away. So you can go that route as well with this type of visa. Then so with the student visa, the digital web visa, that will qualify. This is what the payments are. So you got to pay 55 USD for the study. Then you got to pay $178 for the visa itself. And then you need to go to the migrations office after you get your visa sent back to you, because everything is pretty much digital now. They used to require you to send your physical passport. I know that when I did my visa this last time around, they just had me take have a photocopy of my passport, and I sent that in to them, and I sent like photocopies of my past visas as well. And so everything was done digitally. I didn't have to send my actual physical passport to them. And then after they send you back all the documents with your new visa, then they'll let you know your appointment is at the migrations office in whatever city that you're living in. So for here in Medellin, that'll be in the area of the neighborhood of Berlin, which is not that far away from me. I actually walked to the migrations office here and to get my last scheduler. But you have to spend $50 for the scheduler itself, and they'll probably take your fingerprints if you need to have fingerprints done. But since I already have fingerprints in the system, they just use the fingerprints that's already in the system, and they use my visa photo that was already digitally uploaded to the system for my scheduler as well. Okay, so that right there is 55, 178, and 50. So let me see how much that is. So let's go and do that calculation real quick. Oop, wrong thing here. Let's go to standard. So 55 plus 178 plus 50. So you're talking about $283. And you know, so this is by yourself. This is what the cost is. Of course, like I said, there is a service fee because they got to get paid for living, taking care of the work for you as well. Okay, so that could probably be like if you got like 3 people, then say times 3, so it's $849, right? You know, so just do that. You know, you find out what the cost is for one person, then multiply by how many that you need it by to find out how much the cost will be more or less for everyone. Now, I don't know how it is with kids and that's not able to work or anything like that. Maybe they have a visa to where they're like a dependent based off of your visa status, something like that, being like a digital nomad or whatever other visa that you're able to qualify for. But I think they have like a different visa for dependency, okay? And it probably won't be as expensive as your visa that you're applying for. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to the next one. So you got migrante, so type M visa. So this right here is going to be, as you can see, you got the conjugate, which is like you're married to someone here in that's from Colombia. So you see a lot of people now in the United States and Canada and other parts of the world, probably they're already married to a Colombian citizen. So that spouse is able to go ahead and apply for a type M visa as being a partner or a conjugate, okay? And then, you know, you got a child that was born in Colombia, for example. So let's say that both you and your spouse are foreigners, but you're able to live here in Colombia, but you have a child here in Colombia. You can apply for that visa, all right? And then, of course, you got the permanent partner visa as well. And let's go down here. So you got the... you know, if you're a partner or a owner of a business, or maybe you spend enough money to be able to afford a property here, and I think that right there requires like a minimum of like $170,000 investment into a property, you know, like a home, and then you're able to qualify for that kind of visa as well. Of course, you got the work visa, so if you come down here to work for a company here in Colombia, you can qualify for that. And then a lot of people qualify for pensionado or the pension visa, which is what I used when I first came here. And when I first came here, that visa was only good for 1 year at a time, and then it went up to 3 years, you know, underneath the last president, and then it went up to 5 years underneath I think the last president, I think he did that, or was the new president? I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, it's now 5 years for that kind of visa for if you're pension. So let's go ahead and click on the pension one, because many of you will probably qualify for this one. So you can see what the info requirements, the requirements for this type of visa is. Okay. And so come down here, they need a passport. So, you know, you got to have the original passport with a minimum of 2 pages, blank pages, and 6 months before the expiration of the passport. You got to have your digital photos. And then you need to show the stamp from when you entered into Colombia in your passport. Then you need to show your pension letter. You know, you got to have your medical certificate as well. So it needs to be showing that you know, pretty much from the country of origin. and or your residency. Okay, then you need to have this background done as well. So it's a background check. Okay, and then you need to have a health insurance from policy here in Colombia. So you come down here, like I said. Now this is something new, because when I'm looking at this right here, I just remember I got an email from Expat Group stating this. This right here is new. So now you need to do your FBI background check. Okay, so once you pay for that, you have that done. Then you're able to go ahead and just go in for apply for services of Expat Group. So now, so the pension visa is still 3 years. Okay, so I guess after you've been living here for 5 years, maybe you can go ahead and get the other visas called the accumulated time visa. Okay, so it's not for people that's now working for the government for Colombia or natural citizens in Colombia. Okay, then you get some benefits, and this is what the cost is. So let me see, Expedición de Visa. Okay, so this right here is going to be more costly. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out the price of what you're going to be spending here. 55 plus 275 plus 271 plus 50. So you're looking at $651. This is more expensive than when I first moved here, because of all the other things that you need to do as far as like checking your background as well. So when you look at this, this right here was not a part of the process. Legalización Carta de Beneficios. So you did not have to have a legal benefits letter. When I first did this, back in 2017, and then again in when was that 2018, and yeah, I just didn't have to do this. All the past times that I had to do the visa with just using my pension. So yeah, that right there is something new. Okay, so when you come down, it's showing. Let me see. Well, it's showing that it's $220 right here, but I don't think that's true, because it's telling you a different price up here. So maybe it is true. I don't know, because like I said, I spent around this much, pretty much, for when I first did my visa. So they'll let you know when you get in contact with them. But anyways, I just wanted to show you that. Then let's see, what's the next one? You got the R visa as well. So this right here would be probably what you'll use after you've been here for at least 5 years. So this is going to be the accumulated time visa, and which is very easy to go. Just show proof that you've been here for that amount of time. That asks for all of your prior visas, whatever the case may be. They're going to probably ask for the stamps, or whatever the case may be. They're going to ask for those documents, okay? And then you find out the cost of that. And let me see, what was another one? So we got the R visa. Oh, so yeah, that's time accumulated visa. Yeah. So those right there. Let's go back over here. Let's click on this right here. Let's see what the requirements are, just in case you're curious. So you come down here. They're going to need your passport, of course, the digital photo. They want to have copies of all your visas, like I said, and then they want to have your current foreign ID, which is the Cédula de Extranjería, and then they want to see your migrations movements. So that's going to be pretty much a certification, a certificate right here of your migration movements. Let me see, is that for? I don't know what that exactly is required of right there, but they'll clarify that for you. Trying to see, certificado de movimientos migratorios expedido por la Unidad Administrativa Especial Migración Colombia hace menos de 3 meses. Okay, I guess they can explain that to you a lot better than I can right now. And then they want to have your documento de soporte de la visa interior. So yeah, they want to just have pretty much. Let me see, para cónyuges o compañeros permanentes, carta de solicitud declarando la continuidad de la relación, más copia de la cédula, más poder autenticado. So I guess if you're married here, and this is what I'm thinking, because I don't have to worry about this, because My wife is from Colombia. My son is born here in Colombia. So I don't worry about this. So if you're married to someone and you're both living here and you're both foreigners living here, so this is going to be, I guess, the documents that they're asking for both of you to provide at the same time together. So that way they can take care of both of you at the same time. So it's going to be, I don't know, but both your cedulars is going to be showing like maybe your marriage certificate here and power of attorney as well. Okay, so then you got the carta de solicitud. So carta de solicitud firmada explicando fuentes de ingresos, como se mantienen las condiciones que dieron. Okay, so I guess this right here is going to show you that, you know, you're showing proof of your income or something like that, as well as this one. So you're going to have maybe like your pension letter, whatever the case may be, and then you'll be able to show like your bank statements right here, something like that, and then you show that your health insurance policy here. And how much would this cost? You know, you come down here, you see how much it costs, and but it's showing $20. I guess that's the normal standard thing right here, but this is what the price is showing right here for the accumulated time visa. Okay, so there you have it. Now what I want to do is move on to rental properties. So I use this website, and it's an app as well. You can download to your phone. I was actually using this when I was living in the United States before I moved here back in September of 2017. But before I get to here, when you're ready to get in contact with expat group, you will use WhatsApp. So you click on contact us right here, and you'll see continue with chat in WhatsApp. So since I already have a conversation with them on WhatsApp, you can see more likely what it's going to be like. Let's say, good morning, I'm ready to start my visa. I just want to inform you that I've been here for almost 7 years, married to Colombia, and we have a son together who was born here in Medellin. I also have every prior visa in case you need proof. I am now qualified to receive a permanent residency here now. Am I now qualified to receive a permanent residency here now? So that's the question I asked. And I do qualify to receive a permanent residency, but what they told me in the end was just like, it's going to be 2 years of study. I was like, man, I ain't got time for that. I don't feel like going to classes for 2 years to get a permanent residency to become a dual citizen of the United States and Colombia. Because I was like, I could just deal with waiting every 5 years to go get my visa renewed, right? And, you know, that right there opens up, you know, I'm still available to do a lot of things still. And when it comes to, you know, like getting properties here, I am susceptible to the same laws to like the citizens of Colombia are. It doesn't matter, right? Even if you look for unfurnished properties, the locals got to have co-signers as well in order to move to unfurnished property, and it's got to be co-signers who are either business owners or they own properties as well. Okay, and they got to make enough money combined, or just one person can be able to be your co-signer to get an unfurnished property. You know, so that right there does not change things at all for me becoming a permanent citizen here. Okay, so then when the agents replies says, "Good morning, Mr. Messi. Thank you for your message. My name is Hazel Gonzalez, and I'll be happy to help you through the process. I would like to review the last visas you received to be able to recommend you the permanent residency process. Can you send me a picture of them?" So I sent her the visas. I was out at the mall at this time. I was taking care of a bank run right here near me on the Central Mall here in Laureles, and I couldn't get access to all my visas. I had some of my visas saved in my phone already, but I didn't have my first visa, which was in my last passport. So I sent her what I did, and I was like, okay, this right here was my stamp showing that I received my visa, and that's my cellular number right here. And so I was like, yeah, that's 21st November 2017. I moved here at the end of September of 2017. Okay, and then I also sent my marriage license. I sent my son's birth certificate as well. And then I was able to get my first visa. As you can see, it was only good for 1 year at the time, and that was on a pension visa. So I'm glad that everything has gotten better with the time of your visa before it expires. And so you communicate through them with them through WhatsApp, and then you receive an email from them eventually and then you'll be able to proceed with the email communication. Because once they get all the documents that they need, they will give you updates and everything like that, whether it's through WhatsApp or email, or they use both to communicate with you. And then once they get you your appointment, they will send that appointment letter to the migrations office for you to go actually pay for your cedula in the migrations office wherever you're living at. And they send that to you in an email, okay? So that way you can go and click on that link, save it in your Google calendars, wherever the case may be, so it will remind you of your appointment and everything like that, and you go to the migrations office. Please, if you don't speak Spanish, it'd be best to have someone who can help you out, because everyone in the migrations office pretty much speaks Spanish only. There's very few people that speak English, but it's going to be better. You'll be better off if you have someone that's able to translate for you, because when you're going there, you got to go in there by yourself. But if you go in there with someone who needs to translate for you, they will allow that person to come in temporarily, translate for you. They go back outside, wait, and then if you need that person again, you can go be like, I need to go get someone. Can you wait for me? Just like just show the hand gestures. Can you wait? I need to get someone, and that person come back in. Security guard let that person come back in and translate everything for you again. Okay, I've seen that done numerous times. All right, so that's the way that you communicate with them, is through WhatsApp. Now let's get to Finca Raiz. This is a major website / app that is used here in Colombia, especially if you're looking for already furnished properties. You can find unfurnished properties. You can find properties that's for sale. You can find new projects that's in development that you can go ahead and pay for right now as well. But since you're going to be coming here brand new and you're probably looking to rent, we're going to focus on rental properties. And we're going to go ahead and put in Medellin, Colombia. So it's going to pop up Medellin, Antioquia. So Antioquia is the state or the department that we're living in right here in the country of Colombia. So just like how United States has 50 states, Colombia has departments, okay, or departamentals. So Medellin is the department. I don't know why that did not load up. Let's go ahead and click on that. There we go. Okay, so now when you come in here, you want to go ahead and filter things out. And actually, since this is in Google Chrome, I should be able to go ahead and translate this page, right? Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so there we go. It's translated. All right, so now the thing that you want to do, you want to go ahead and put in your filters. And you're like, okay, how many rooms you want to look for? Probably 2 bedrooms, at a minimum. So let's say that you come here by yourself, you want 2 bedrooms. You want 1 bedroom to be for like the office setting or something like that. Just so extra space for you to be out of your bedroom. Or, you can look for 1 bedroom, studio apartment, something like that. But, let's go ahead and put in 3 bedrooms so you come down as a family, more than likely. Okay? Now, we're going to leave the price alone. We're going to go to more filters. And let's say that you want 2 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, not bedrooms, bathrooms, 2 or 3 bathrooms, right? And then you want to go to, let's say, the strata. So the higher the number, the better the living quality is in that community that you're living in, right? So we'll go from 4 all the way up to pretty much 7 here. Although it don't show 7, it shows country. But, so you go 4 to country right here. Or in Spanish it's campestre. And then you leave that right there. So, let's go right here. More filters. I forgot. Property features. You want to go to furnished, okay? This is going to be, I don't know why that's showing up as an error. Maybe I need to switch back to Spanish. Let me see here. So is it showing furnished? No, it's not. So let's keep it in Spanish for right now. Maybe I had an issue with it being in English. So let's go to that. There we go. So you see how it just popped up, when I just left it in Spanish. So now let's go up here and let's translate this back to English. Okay. So now when you come here, we're going to filter this from the lowest price. And you'll be able to see, like, I wouldn't trust this right here. It said 250,000 pesos. I will not trust that one. 650,000 pesos. No. Anything over $1 million pesos is what you want to be looking for. Okay. I just do not trust those prices to be correct right here. It's just impossible. All right. So in order for you to figure out what it is that you want, just understand that right now 1 USD today is going for over 4,100 pesos for every dollar. All right. So if you looking at one of those properties that said 1,111,000, whatever it is right here, you're looking at $268 per month in rent for these properties right here, already furnished. Okay. And you click on them. This is where you better find out more information. And you see it's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 70 square meters. So let's go and pull up my calculator, and we're going to switch this back over to area. So you want to find out how much 70 square meters are. You're 753 square feet. Okay. So that's not bad space. And you're talking about a property going for $268.48 per month. And more than likely, all the bills are going to be included as well. If not, then the bill's not going to be expensive. Like the cable, internet, house phone for high-speed internet, you know, I'm paying like around $51 per month. That's it. Okay. And then if you want, well, I think the energy bill should be included. Like you know, so that'd be like EPM or EPM, and that would include your electricity, gas, water, and sewage. And for my property, which is way bigger than this one, I'm spending $148 per month for that. So for a smaller property, you know, you're probably gonna be looking at somewhere around $80 per month, $60 per month, especially depending on the area. So this right here is going to be in a strata 4, so your bill's gonna be cheaper compared to a strata 5, strata 6, and campestre or farm, you know, farm, pretty much whatever you call it, but country. Anyways, though, you come down here, you can see on the map where it's located at. Click on the photos, and you can view the photos of the property, see how it looks. And you know, this right here has an old tub, which is very uncommon to see here in Medellin. You're not going to see too many properties with tubs in the bathrooms at all. All right, but you know, toilet is updated. You see the shower head and everything is updated as well. And you know, the floor looks pretty decent, and wall as well. So you got marble up in there. That's pretty nice. This is one of the bedrooms, and this is the common area. So you got putt-putt golf course right here. Looks like you got swimming pool, maybe a soccer or football field court right here. So yeah, they got different amenities for you to enjoy here in the property for $268 per month. It's not bad at all. Okay, so let's go right here. So you got 2 social event rooms here as well. So if you want to host birthday parties or family gatherings, friend gatherings, then you can rent out the space for, and from the security guard office, they'll let you know how much it costs for how much time, and then you just pay them, and they ask for a deposit as well. So if something gets damaged or if you don't do a good enough job cleaning up after everything is done, then they use that deposit to make sure everything's taken care of. All right, but if you take care of everything, they return the deposit back to you. Okay, so this is another bedroom, and this is like this is 3 bedrooms right here for this. There's 2 bedrooms. Okay, so I don't know what this one is. Is this the same bedroom? I just can't see the sofa here. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what that is. But also you can see that this apartment is probably on like at least the 10th floor. And that's something you have to get used to here in Medellin. If you come here to Medellin, Colombia, if you're getting into an apartment, more than likely you're going to be on a high floor. So it's going to be very difficult to find anything closer to the bottom level because those get swooped up so fast for people that got family and they don't want the kids being up too high and everything like that. So it's understandable, but it's just something that you probably have to get used to. And we've done that many times here, living up high. All right. So let's continue on. I want to say I've seen this property before. Is this in Calasanz? Let's see here. Is this in Calasanz? Yeah, it is in Calasanz. I got in-laws living in Calasanz. They live in a higher part of Calasanz. But, you know, Calasanz is not that big. And I think I've seen it this property before. And Calasanz is not that far away from me neither. So, yeah. This right here is going to be in a decent area. You know, so this is in the lower part of Calasanz looks like, okay? And that's not bad at all. So let's continue on. Let's get back over here. And let's go look at a different kind of property, maybe. You know, let's look at this one right here. So this one, just from the photo, it appears that it may be in El Poblado. Let's click on it. And yep, El Poblado, Loma de Indio. So that's very nice area. You're probably looking at like a stratum 5 neighborhood. Actually, it's showing 4. Okay. Normally in El Poblado, you will find everything's like 5 and 6 in El Poblado normally. But this right is 4, so that's even better. So you live in El Poblado, and let's see how much that area is. So it's 60 square meters. So you're looking at over 645 square feet. And yes, the rent is more expensive. So 2.37 million pesos. And so you're looking at over $572 a month for rent, which is still not bad. Okay. And so let's take a look at the photos here. So this one right here, of course, you got the swimming pool here. Okay. And then you got a volleyball court too. That's not bad. This is one of the bedrooms with the TV right here on the wall, and they got a grill area outside. There's a park area for kids. It's the living room, then another view from the pool. So this apartment is not that high up. This is probably like on maybe like the 4th or 5th floor. That's not bad at all. It's the kitchen right here, dining room area. So there's the living room area. So you got the living room and the dining room area together, which is very popular here to do in Colombia. And the living room normally will not have a TV. For the living room, just there for socializing. Maybe you want to sit there, read a book, whatever the case may be. You can sit there at the dining room table, do your work from home if you're working from home. So that's what they pretty much do that this kind of space for. Okay, then you got a gym. So you want to go and get on the treadmill, whatever the case may be. They got a gym right here for you to use. And so all that's included in the rent, of course. Here's the kitchen. You got a wash machine. This is your hot water heaters. This is more likely what you're gonna find for the hot water heaters. You will find sometimes that they have the tanks, the big water tanks and everything like that. But that's gonna be more expensive on your energy bill. If you got this kind of water heater, hot water heater inside your property, this is gonna save you a lot of money towards your electricity bill in Colombia. Not saying that even with the water tank is gonna be very expensive like what you spend in the United States. No, it's going to be a lot more cheaper compared to the United States. Okay, still. And then if something happens to where the hot water is not getting hot, where the water's not getting hot, then you get in contact with the property managers, and then they'll send somebody over to get that thing fixed, and it don't cost much. I literally saw the one time the owner had to get like 2 things. It was 2 things that went wrong in the hot water heater, and it was 2 parts they had to buy and get put in there. The guy only paid like 50,000 pesos, which was like, I don't know, probably like around $14, something like that. It wasn't much at all. So it's amazing on how cheap maintenance for things like that cost. Even if you get a wash machine here and something goes wrong, you're better off trying to find out what the problem is with the wash machine before buying a brand new wash machine. If you're in the United States, you're like, something goes wrong with the wash machine, you're probably better off just getting a whole new wash machine because it's so expensive to get things fixed, right? Hot water heaters, what you spend like $1,000 for, you get your hot water heater fixed, not close to that amount here in Colombia. Wash machine, same thing applies. You can just get a wash machine fixed and keep on rolling with it, all right? So let's keep on going. So that's starting the photos over. Okay. So that right there is not bad at all. El Poblado. And let's take a look at the map. See where is that more likely. So Buenos Aires right here. This is Villa Las Palmas. Oh, okay. So this right here is closer to, you got Premium Plaza right here. You got the San Diego Mall right down here as well. So actually, no, San Diego Mall is right here. Premium Plaza is right here. I just saw where is it at now. So yeah, this is going up the way towards what's it called, the airport, Rio Negro. So and other places as well. Or you can pretty much take this way right here and take a shortcut to the airport. This take you to the tunnel right here as well. Okay, so that right there, you see this how straight it is. That is the tunnel going through the mountain, the Andes Mountains, to take you all the way up to Rio Negro, to the international airport. Okay, so that right there is close to that area. Okay, so the mall, San Diego Mall is here, Premium Plaza is here, Then you got more malls down this way in El Poblado, which you got two malls. San Diego, was it San Diego? Santa Fe Mall and Oviedo Mall. So both of those malls are like pretty much across from each other. Big malls too. So yeah, that's pretty nice area. Okay. So let's go ahead and close that one out. Let's get back over here. Let's take another look at something else. See if I can find something else that will pique your interest. Now let's see about this one right here. This looks very modern. Okay. So how much is going for? This is going for, this is in San German, Medellin. Okay, so Laureles, right here in Laureles. Okay. This is going for 2.5 million pesos per month. Let's go and put that in. Oh, not that much. Nope. Did I put in too many zeros? Yeah, I did. So you're talking about $604 a month for rent for this property. Okay. And so when you look at this, let's pull up the map. Yeah, I've rode in this area a few times. I'm not all that familiar because I'm more familiar with Los Colores, but I've come over here, just a few times since I've been living here in Medellin. So I go to Los Colores, got Calasanz, right the high part and the low part. I've been to Estadio many times. I used to live over here in this area in Sudamericana as well. And then my first area that I lived in was right down here in Conquistadores. So when you come across from this way over here, the Third Avenue. So when you go across that bridge or across the highway to the right side, you will see Los Conquistadores, which is the first neighborhood that you see right here to the right side when you're coming into Laureles. Okay, so this right here is going towards downtown Medellin, pretty much. All right, but let's get back up here. You can see San German. So this is a nice area as well. I've heard many good things about San German. It's right across from Los Colores, which is a very popular neighborhood as well for anybody to move to. I don't know too many locals who are living in Los Colores or not, because a lot of foreigners like live in like an Estadio, or they're living over here in where I'm living at, close to the university, which is the main area of Laureles. So I live right here in Segunda Parque de Laureles. Here's Primera Parque de Laureles, and there's a lot of restaurants right here. This is a big university right here, and you got a lot of schools and everything over here in this part of Laureles as well. So that's why a lot of people, foreigners, are choosing to live over here. Okay, so you come back out. Let's go and take a look at the photos here. And yeah, this is very nice. It looks very modern. And for 2.5 million pesos, and got a balcony right here. So let's take a look. Don't have any furniture now, but that's for already furnished. So this is like this unfurnished. So let's go and get out of there. Yep. So that right there is not what you're gonna be looking for. If you're looking at photos and you don't see any furniture in there, more than likely it's gonna be unfurnished. So you just want to stay away from it, or you can ask them as well. So you can put in your information here and put in your email, and you can leave a message and ask if that let them know that you're interested in the property. And if it's furnished or unfurnished, because it's showing in the photos right here is that it's unfurnished. Okay, but anyways, I'm not gonna keep this video too much longer. I just wanted to show you that this is the main app that people use to be able to find properties, whether you want to buy, you want to rent. You can use, like I said, you can even get into new development opportunities as well. So like you go to projects and you want to search for let's say you want to buy something here in Medellin. Oh boy, it's the translation from Spanish to English. That's what's killed me right here. Okay, so let's go right here, Medellin, and then just type that in, and then you'll be able to see what new projects that are being developed right now in this moment that you can possibly buy into. So yeah, the spaces are small, but that's what they're doing here. They're going to smaller spaces. So it's just normal now. There's not a lot of people that's interested in bigger spaces here when you're looking at the citizens here in Colombia. They love smaller, compact spaces. And as with us coming from like United States, something like that, we like spacious properties, but they like things to be close together. That's how they are with family as well, very close. But anyways, you can see what this right here is we're asking for. It's going to put in that price. So let me see, 348, 150,000, I think it was. Make sure I got that right. No, hold on. Oh, I got it in the wrong spot. There we go. 48, 100. Let's see. Make sure I got this right. So $84,000. Yep. So you're looking at over $84,000 for this property. If you got that, you can buy it. Now that still won't help you out with the visa for the investment visa, but you know, let's say that you end up living here for a year off of another visa. You buy this property, and then a year or two later, you end up buying another property, selling to this, or a little bit more expensive. You move into that property, rent this one out, and now you pretty much qualify for that investment visa as well. Okay, so you can do that route as well, or you can just go right here and be like, okay, I just want to get this done one time, and you know, like 940 million peso. So let's see how much 94 million pesos is. 940, 123, 123. So you're talking about over $227,000. That would definitely qualify you for that investment visa here in Colombia. Okay, so that right there is pretty much all that I wanted to go over in this video right here. I wanted to introduce you to the SPAC group, what services that they offer, because you come right here to the main page, and you can see that they help out with health insurance, properties, and you know, you got other services here. So if you need a tourist extension, they help you out with that. You got the roots. So this is like DN is like the IRS in the United States, for example. All right. So if you got like a business, if you're working for a company here, anything that will require you to show proof that you're able to make money from Colombia, not from another, not for example, if you're a digital nomad working for a company from the United States already, before you get here, that'd be different. That right there is all reported towards the IRS, right? But everything that's done here from Colombia, so if you get a job from Colombia, if you got a online job here from Colombia, whatever the case may be, if you got to be home based in Colombia, right? That's when you will get this get an account with DM with the root. Okay, so and then if you want to get a new passport, get that done with them. If you want to get translations, official translations, you can get that done with them. And why is this not going across? Maybe it's all of it. Yeah, okay, so that's all right there. Yeah, and so just so many different things you can get done with them. And I really appreciate the services that they offer. I got in contact with them, or found out about them by accident, as a matter of fact. I think it was like something popped up randomly on my Facebook page one time, and I saw that they was doing a get-together event in Envigado. So I was able to get get over involved with them and get the information, and I've been in touch with them ever since. And it's through them that I was able to find out also about the veterans, U.S. military veterans clinic that opened up in Sabaneta here. And then they also recently opened up another clinic in Pereira. So if you're living in like Cali or Pereira, Manizales, you can look at going to Pereira to get your appointments done, or get your appointments done virtually. So that right there, just another service to help veterans out with making sure we're able to continue receiving our benefits from United States. Okay, so that right there is all that I want to go over in this video. If you like what you heard and saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also feel free to share this with other people. I'm trying to be as informative as I possibly can. Just trying to show you what it is that you need to do as someone who's looking at living here for a long term. Whether you're by yourself, you're coming here with just your spouse, or you're coming here with children as well. This right here is the way to go. To get started. I believe, in my opinion, and this is what I did. So that right there is all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time in this video. Take care, everyone.